Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a skincare and makeup routine. I have got a new haircut. I just got it today, a new color. I love it. It's like just a big chop. It's so light. So I'm going to be doing my skincare routine first and then my makeup routine after. And the goal for this video is I'm going to try and drink this whole 1.5 liters of water while doing it. So that's the goal. Yeah, let's start my skincare routine. Okay, so the first thing I do is before I start any of my makeup or skincare, I always just brush my teeth, because if I do it after that, I'm gonna get I'll get toothpaste on my face and I'll have to redo my makeup and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna brush my teeth first. Okay, so I'm gonna start my skincare now, and before I start my skincare, I gotta put one of these on or my hair is gonna get ruined. So let's just put this on. Also, if anyone wants to know where I got my jumper from, my jacket, like a zip up with a hood, it's in the description below. So if you want to get it, it's in the description. It's really cute, sort of oversized a little bit, can't really see, but yeah, it's pretty big and it's so comfy. So yeah, so if you want that, it's down below. Just click the link in the description. Okay, so this isn't really a part of my skincare routine. It's just a thing I sometimes forget to do and sometimes remember to do. So I get some Garnier Micellar cleansing water, if you can see that. Then I get some of these makeup pads, and then I just wipe off my face in case there's like any makeup from like the day before. Even if I've washed it the day before, there might be just some like slight bit of mascara on my face, so I'll just do that. I do that even if there's nothing on my face. It's just a way to start off my day, I guess. Okay, so the first thing I use on my skin is this St. Ives Blemish Control apricot flavored scrub. I do it every 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days a week, because it is a bit harsh on my skin, so I don't want it to be like scraping off all my skin. It's only like a couple times a week. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub it into my skin with some water on my fingers, and then I'm going to just wash it off with some warm water. I don't like using the same thing like every day over and over again. I always just like switch it up. So I've got 3 different cleansers. I just switch them up every day. Like this might be one day, next day, and then the next day. Then I'll use this one, then that one. It's just some random order. I just like switching it up, and I never use like 2 in the same day. But so here they are. It's this one, and this one. That one's my favorite. That's the one I usually use when I forget to use the other ones. So I'm gonna be using this one today. Then this is my moisturizer. It's the same brand as my cleanser. So if you can see that, it's so nice. It's so thick. I put a bit too much, but. Also, I use these micellar cleansing wipes when I want to wipe off my makeup. That's when I've got like a full face. This really gets a lot off my skin, so these are helpful. Okay, so I've just put on my moisturizer, and I do have some other moisturizers because I like switching it up. I have this, which is the same brand as another one of my cleansers, and I have this random moisturizer. I always just like use a little bit every day. No, it just gets rid of like when I have heaps of oil on my face, it really gets like, so it pushes it more into my skin. So okay, then the next thing I use is this sunscreen. So even in winter and even at night, always just put on a little bit of sunscreen like that, just a little bit. Then the next thing I use is this Collagen Boost. It's like my oil. It comes in this packet. I'm gonna use one of these. I got it from Shein, so I don't know if it does the same effect. It's called a gua sha, but yeah, here it is. I just do the motions like this. I do about 20 on each side of my face, and then I do there. Then when I want my nose to look a bit lifted, I go like this. Sort of lift it up. Sort of gives it like a lifted look. I guess, sort of. My nose is a bit red now, but then I go like this and I just get a bit there and I just grab my jawline and just keep going up about 20 times and then switch over to the other side. Actually, I think that's the end of my skincare routine. So now I'm going to be moving over to makeup. So yeah, I usually do this every night and every time before I do my makeup, which is in the day. So it's like my night and day routine. My skin is actually looking pretty clear. These products have really cleared my skin up. I also have another one of these. It's still from Shein. It's a bit thinner. If you can see that, I haven't used it yet. I might start using this one. Then just before I start my makeup routine, I always use some setting spray just to like seal the skincare, I guess. Also, when I usually take off my makeup at night, once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'll use a face mask, and these are the two ones that I use. I used one a couple days ago, so I'm not going to be using it today, but yeah, so those are the ones I use, and I just use this little brush to put it on. Okay, first of all, to start off my makeup, I use this primer. It's pretty affordable. I think I got it at Kmart. So I just use just a little bit on my hand like that. Sort of like dab it on my face. Okay, then I'm going to be using some little blush stick thingy. Before my makeup, I just do it a bit there. Just to look like, you know, I'm blushing a bit. Then on the other side, there's like a highlighter bit. So I'm just going to be something on my nose, and above that, and just some on my forehead and my chin. Now, because it is from Shein, so it's a bit cheap, if I just sort of move the beauty blender, if I go like this and move it, it just comes off the whole product. So I just got to dab it just lightly, like so lightly, like that. And that's just my, like, I just start my makeup off like that. I don't know why I do it, but yeah. Then I have two different concealers. Sometimes I just wear one, sometimes I wear both. So these are the two ones, both pretty affordable. I put this one on first because it is paler. I don't know, I just put it on first. And lots of people do it like that, and then they do it like that. I don't do it like that, it doesn't really work for me, so I have to cover my whole under eye because I do have big eye bags. Then if you can see, my eyelids are they look like they've got eyeshadow on them. They're like very dark and then light. It sort of looks like a cut crease makeup look, so I just want to sort of cover that up. I don't really like it. And get a bit on my nose, my other eye. So yeah, I just put it in the basic spots and then where I have some spots. And then I just use my beauty blender and I just blend it in. Under my eyes, it's kind of looking a little pale. So I'm just going to be using this one. This one's more of like a foundation shade. It's not too light, so. I'm just going to put it on the exact spots I put on the other one. Now I feel like the other one does more coverage, but this one, I don't know, it kind of just tops the look off. I usually put this BB cream on before my concealer, but I just found it then. It was at the very bottom of my bag. So I'm still gonna put it on, just not really like around the eyes. It's a little dark, so it's kind of like my foundation, but not really. Just sort of like, it's like my base, I guess. I'm gonna get a wet beauty blender and just sort of blend it in. I actually have two foundations. This one is more like sort of oily and it doesn't do that much coverage. This one does more coverage, but it looks like really cakey, like it makes you see all my pores, but then this one sort of covers up my pores, but it doesn't cover up my skin, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't see all the bumps and stuff on my face, but like, it doesn't do that much coverage. Like, I don't know. So I kind of just randomly switch these up. I'm going to be using this one today. So I'm just going to get a little brush and then tip some of the foundation on my hand. It's a bit much. I don't use that much. So I'm just gonna get some and just sort of put it all over my skin, even under my eyes, just sort of everywhere. Okay, so now I've sort of like rubbed it in a bit with my brush. I'm gonna use another wet beauty blender. Then I'm just gonna blend my foundation in. It looks like it does full coverage, but I mean, it looks like it in the camera, but in real life, it's literally done no coverage. I don't know why the camera is showing me that I have good coverage. If anyone was wondering what shade concealer and foundation I wear 01 Ivory. I don't know if you can see that. So it's like the lightest color. Then for my foundation, 110 Porcelain. So, and the next thing I do is, this is literally like my best friend. Like, I love it so much. It's the MCO Beauty and it's the cheek and lip tint. It's in shade Dusk. I love it. Just a bit on my hand and just sort of get it on my cheek a bit. So I'm gonna go do that. This is sort of like my contour, like as well as my blush. That's a pimple there, that's not a smudge. And I also put a little bit on my nose, just a bit there. And I blend it in and you can't even see it at all. Sometimes I blend it in with a brush, that definitely works better. Today we're using this. That's pretty good. Now the next thing I use is, I have literally had this for about 3 years and it's nearly run out. And it's the shade Twinkle Pink. I don't know if you can see that. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna get a bit on my brush. That is pretty blended in. Then the next thing I use is, I use this bronzer. It's from the same brand as most of the other things, MCO Beauty. I think it's just an Australian thing, so I don't know if it's sold in other countries. Here it is. It's just the natural bronzer, shade 01 Natural Matte. I can never say that. MATTE. Like, I don't know. So I'm just gonna get just a little bit on my brush. Yeah, a little bit. Not much really gets on there. I kind of just chuck it on there. I never really take my time on it. And then on my forehead, just go like that. My chin. People do it there, but when I do it there, it just looks like I've got like mud or like unblended makeup. So I never do that. Then I'm going to get my other blush. It's by this brand, MUD Makeup Design. It's in shade Rose. It's really pretty, I love it. And you can never like mix it, even if you go like that, it never mixes. And I just smile, put it on the things, whatever they're called. And then I just blend it out. Then I'm going to use this, I don't even know what brand it is. And it's in shade Peach Glow. So here it is. What is it, Flower? I always just use those little highlight shades at the top. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna use the whole palette because why not? Then I don't really use this anymore. It's the brand Elf. It doesn't have anything on it. It's kind of just a random highlighter my grandma gave me. I have a highlight brush. I've never used it, so I don't know what to do with it, if you go like that or like, I see people putting it on like that, so I don't know how it's gonna work. Now I'm nearly finished. My base, like my whole face, everything is finished, so I'm gonna get my setting spray. This is the brand, so it must be a brand called Flower, same as this blush highlighter thingy. I'm just gonna shake it and then just, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna get my soap brows ready. Personally, I don't love them that much, but they're good enough. So I'm just gonna get some setting spray. Really spray it on there. Get a spoolie, dig it in there. And I'm just going to brush my brows up. It doesn't really do that much of a difference. I don't know. I don't like putting too much in because then it goes too much. Now I'm going to use this eyeliner. It's from Maybelline New York. And I always just do a little bit. Just a little bit. Sort of makes my eye look a bit longer, I guess. It's a bit uneven, but if I could do eyeliner, I would do like a big look. I'm not that good at it, so I'm just going to get my brush and just sort of blend it out. I sort of just wiped it off. Onto my eyes, I switch between these two mascaras. I think they're the same brand. This was my old one, but there's not really that much left. It doesn't really do much. Barely even touching my eyelashes, but I don't like that one. So also, if you're wondering, when I do my soap brows, I use Pears soap, just that soap there. So I love this mascara like so much. Every time I put on too much, it gets too clumpy. So I'm just gonna put on just a little bit. Use just a random brush and now I'm going to get a cotton bud thingy and just wipe all the makeup off my lips in case there's like some. Then I use this lip balm. I've used it for like a year and it's still got a bit left. Then I get the lip tint thingy and I get a little brush. I get this brush and just like that. And then I'm just gonna color in my lips. I always like do like a liner first, like overline. I do have like a, my lips are sort of like they've got like that sort of gap in the middle, but I always try to cover it up. I don't know why. Then I'm gonna use this from MCO Beauty. It's sort of like a lip gloss, but it's got a bit of a tint to it. I use this from MCO Beauty. It's like a lip plumper and I'm in love with it. I've nearly finished it. I've had it for like 2 weeks. I just love it. Then I'm gonna get my setting spray and just spray my whole face again. Okay, so now my makeup is all done. I actually love this in my hair. It sort of makes it look like a bob. Well, it is a bob, but it kind of just like, I like it back like that. This looks really cute. So this is the final look. Ignore the toilet, sorry about that. That is my makeup. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and put the notifications on so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And thanks for watching.